Vietnamese people, who predominantly live on wet rice cultivation, have many festivities every year which differ from regions and ethnicities. But the biggest festival is the traditional Lunar New Year festival called Tết, which takes place on the first day of the first lunar month when busy harvest time is over. New Year festival Tết coincides with the advent of spring, which is characterized by the blossoming of peach flowers in the north and apricot flowers in the south. People are hectic in their preparations for this long-awaited biggest festival of the year. For Vietnamese people, Tết is meaningful in several ways. It is on the one hand marked with sacred worshipping rituals and provides opportunities to strengthen social ties on the other. On this occasion, people tend to reconcile with each other over daily conflict or enmity. Tết is an ideal time for family reunion. From time immemorial, Vietnamese people believe that there always exists life in another world for the souls of dead people. That's why Tết is not only significant as a holiday after a year of hard work, but also an occasion to pay respect to their ancestors and gods and spirits, such as the earth genie that protects a man's place from evil destruction. The kitchen gods include 2 males and 1 female who take care of a family's eating place throughout the year, and on the 23rd of the last lunar month, they report to the heavenly king the family's affairs. Tết officially starts right after the farewell ceremony for the 3 kitchen gods to heaven, who are welcomed back to the family on the New Year's Eve. The kitchen gods' farewell ceremony is held differently depending on different regional concepts. In the northern region, they are often provided with new gowns and hats and take a ride to heaven by a calf according to traditional customs. The release of live calf into streams, lakes or rivers is also believed to enhance its reproduction in spring. In the south and central regions, the kitchen gods are sent to heaven in ceremonial rituals in hope that when they come back, they will bring good things for the family in the new year. The journey back to heaven by the kitchen gods signals the arrival of Tết. The 12th lunar month is often marked with the busiest business atmosphere of the year. Flowers are sold and bought all year round, but Tết Flower Market is held only once a year. At the Tết Flower Market, peach blossoms, kumquats and apricot branches are dominant. The peach blossom represents vitality and longevity. Meanwhile, the kumquat symbolizes abundance, whereas apricot flowers stand for something elegant and modest. During the early festive spring days, everyone wants to have a beautiful peach blossom or apricot twig to decorate the house or put on ancestors' altar as a sign of luck for the year. In addition to the shopping spree prior to Tet, people normally try to clear debts or offer gifts to thank those that have helped the family or teach the children during the year. Everyone tends to spend freely and present gifts to dear ones to contribute to their Tet preparations. The festive atmosphere is prevalent in every corner of the country, from urban towns to rural communes.
Con đây là với mọn, đi với mọn nó tỏ lo tiệc thì bạn với mọn thôi, với mọn đi.
All preparations for Tet spring out strong desires for a life of plenty and happiness. It is obvious from the dishes for the end of year feast to the decorative things, parallel sentences or hangings on the altar, bearing words like happiness, prosperity and longevity in classic Chinese or folk paintings dating back to the 15th century. The erection of a tree called the Nail Tet is part of long preparation for Tet celebrations. However, few places retain this custom these days. According to old folks, when Tet came, the Nail Tet was erected in front of every communal house, in each commune and hamlet, and even in front of each house. The nail tree is significant in many ways. First, the nail will lead the spirits of the ancestors to join their descendants for Tet. Second, the tree will drive away evil from disturbing people's Tet holidays. And third, when the tree is removed at the end of Tet celebrations, if green leaves are seen on the tree, people will anticipate a coming bumper crop or brisk business.
Buôn bán được phát triển hơn mọi năm.
Activities everywhere intensify before Tet. Those who are away from home want to get back in time for the holiday, for family reunion. This is also an opportunity to strengthen kinship. By community tradition, when Tet comes, many families in the clan or commune share a pig to have meat for various dishes for Tet, and for bánh chưng, a special kind of Tet cake made of glutinous rice stuffed with fat pork and green beans and steamed for hours. In the north, chưng cake is made in square shape to represent the earth as a belief of ancient Vietnamese. The same recipe for making chưng cake is used by people in central and southern Vietnam, but they make such cakes in the shape of cylinder. Legend has it that cakes made of this shape originates from a kind of fast food for ancient warriors who were always on the move during Tet. Visiting ancestors' graves at the end of the year has been a custom of the nation dating back to time immemorial. This custom is also reflected in the arrangement of a feast to worship ancestors on New Year's Eve. The worshipping of ancestors and domestic gods does not depend on the state of the family's well-being, but rather dedicates to those that have brought the current life of family members as a fine tradition of Vietnamese people. It is believed that everyone's success in the existing world is witnessed by forefathers who nurtured succeeding generations. Is always the most memorable meal of the year, where all dear ones in the family are often present. After dinner, adults may gather to review work of the previous year over a cup of tea. They may choose to go out for an outdoor art performance or pay tribute to the Buddha and the pagoda of certain genies at the temple. It is a common practice for young people in urban and rural areas alike to pluck young buds at this time of the year, which is believed to bring prosperity. They may return home after the eve and carry with them small tricks full of young leaves and buds. Some prefer to bring home a burning incense stick from a pagoda to put on the ancestors' altar as a sign of luck for the family throughout the new year. Children also stay off with adults during these sacred hours. They are not waiting for the new year the way the counterparts in the West expect Santa Claus to bring toys and gifts, but rather enjoy watching how adults welcome the new year. People spiritually believe that every year heaven sends a genie to rule them down on earth. That's why everyone heartily prays for the genie's blessing.
Nhân dịp mà năm Đinh Dậu đã qua, năm Tân Tỵ đã tới.
It is an age-old custom that people wish their parents and grandparents good health and longevity. The elderly, in turn, wish the young 1 year older by offering some new small banknotes.
Nào, thế bây giờ năm sớm thì là bà gọi có chít chút nhỏ thôi, gọi cho cháu nhé, ngoan này, cho cháu đúng này, ngoan quá.
A Vietnamese proverb goes, if you respect the elderly, you will be blessed to live long. In the early days of the new year, there remains the custom of celebrating the elderly's birthday. The 70 years old are offered a yellow dress. Those who reach 80 will receive a red dress amidst applause of well-wishers. On the morning of the first day of the new year, people often visit the closest persons, such as parents, other family members, and teachers. Some choose to visit major pagodas to pray for happiness and peace for their family. New Year visits, often followed by pilgrimage to folklore festivities in different places. These festivals may last many more days after the official Tet holidays. Planting trees in spring has been a popular custom in Vietnam. People often go to a market which is held only once a year in early spring to buy seedlings of fruit trees to plant in their gardens or along handed roads.